The next stock we're talking about is Gensol Engineering. Another day, 5% lower circuit. If you look at the last 5-day chart of Gensol Engineering, it's like a staircase. It's just falling down. And troubles have mounted again after the ED has issued a lookout circular against the company's promoters. Shrimi joins us with more details.
Yeah, so furthering its forex violation probe against Gensol and its promoters, Anmol and Puneet Jaggi, ED learned to have requested Bureau of Immigration to issue a lookout circular against both, Anmol and Puneet to prevent, any possible flight risk as investigation deepen into the suspected fund diversion, which ED is investigating at this point. They registered the case yesterday. So Anmol Jaggi, who is reportedly in Dubai, has been summoned for questioning. So ED has actually issued summon on his registered email and address, and in case he doesn't turn up to the summon, the ED can explore even legal options as well, is what source is indicating us. And while his brother Puneet Jaggi was interrogated for over 7 hours at Delhi office of ED yesterday, and in fact sources tell us that he was grilled on the alleged siphoning of fund of about 300 crores. So yesterday, ED official in fact also conducted searches at premises linked to the company and its promoter across multiple locations. Agencies at this point of time suspect that a portion of term loans, availed by Gensol, may have been illegally remitted abroad. Officials also examining at this point that some of the funds were routed through promoter-linked entities, and if cryptocurrency was used as a medium to divert the money is what indication we are getting. So authorities are probing that digital asset like cryptocurrencies were involved in the diversion process or not. And this investigation is still ongoing, and further action is expected as the ED, expanded scrutiny into financial dealing of Jaggi brothers and its associated entities.
Right. Thank you so much, Shrimi, for getting us the details. And this is going to be a developing story as well, which NDTV Profit has been bringing you pretty closely in terms of coverage. But moving on, IEX, that's another stock that is in focus. The profit is up around 18%. However, it has missed street estimates. Now, the stock, in fact, opened the day with good gains. 1.7% is the kind of up move that you're seeing right now as we speak. Varsha standing by. So, Varsha, overall, it's a pretty flattish quarter, but what is it that actually worked for the company that is keeping the stock on the upside?
Yes, so Hiral, the interesting part over here is they've achieved highest ever quarterly traded electricity volume, which is up almost 18% year on year. And when it comes to REC, so 68 lakh RECs were traded during the quarter, which is an increase of almost 100. So more, it doubled actually. And the highest ever RECs were traded in the quarter. Similarly for FY25, if you see, company logged the highest ever traded electricity volume, which is 121 billion units, which is up almost 19% year on year, and 178 lakh RECs were traded during FY25, which saw an increase of almost 136%, and it was the highest ever RECs traded in a financial year. Just to speak on the numbers, revenue were up almost 17%, EBITDA was up 16%, and margins were 86.3% versus 86.5%, whereas the estimates of the EBITDA margins were at around 89%, and the net profit was up 18%.
Right, so that's with regards to where IEX goes. Mr. Chokalingam, how are you looking at IEX taking into consideration the way commodity prices have moved right now?
Yeah, for two reasons, I would maintain a sell call on IEX, especially if the stock is able to move close to around 200. Reason A, the profit growth in the latest quarter is around 18% year on year, but the P ratio is around 38 for FY25. So I would not, pay this kind of P for when the company is able to grow only at around 18%. And the second point is that quite a while ago, it has lost its monopoly status. The competitors have started operation, and they are backed by strong, other businesses other than the power exchange businesses. So therefore, I have my own apprehension whether IEX would be able to maintain fabulous growth in the near future. So therefore, I would give a sell call on IEX. especially if it is moving close to 200 rupees.
Got it, Mr. Chokling. And Akshay, on the charts, how does an IEX look?
If I were to look at the short-term charts with a time horizon of under a week, we are right now trading at an important resistance zone, which is around 195 to 200. If you recollect the last 6 months, this stock has time and again met resilience, some selling pressure once it nears levels of 180, 190 zone. So right now, it's at the upper end of the band. So I would wait for either the stock to settle about 200 if I were to take a fresh buy position in the stock, or if it corrects from here, the correction may again extend down all the way till 175, which will be the second buying point. So right now it's more of a neutral view, and only about 200 things change, and post that the stock gets back into a strong footing.